Hello everyone, welcome to Aptly Place Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily news and editorial analysis which I'll be covering from the Hindu and Indian Express. So the most important news and editorial would be discussed in this session. So let's get started with today's topic list. Today is 8th of October. The first topic is IIT Madras study finds the Kaveri affected by the contaminations. Second, center set to allow girls in RMC and RIMC. Third would be India, UK to begin the military exercises. Second last, center releases fund to the state for the GST shortfall. We have seen a lot debate coming between the states and the center with regards to the shortfall of GST cess. And the last is seeding a data revolution in Indian agriculture, right? So these are the news and topic list. Apart from this, there would be some MCQ questions और ये जो questions होंगे ये current affair पे based होंगे so that it can help you in the upcoming prelims examination. And those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Aptly Place Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, do not forget to give a thumbs up. And a small announcement that today we are scheduling a mega webinar. This would be held at the evening 7 p.m. Those of you who have registered is very good. And those of you who haven't registered yet, you can just register yourself by the link which is given in the description down below. Do check it out. Register yourself to get an idea how to crack the UPSC. What is a detailed strategy that you must follow. Starting with the first news, that is IIM Madras study find Kaveri affected by the contamination. Something which is important for General Studies Paper 2, Government Policies and Intervention, Development from the various sector and issues arising from it. So the researcher of the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, have found that the high level of pharmaceutical contaminations in the river Kaveri. So उन्होंने फाइंड किया है कि जो रिवर कावरी है वहाँ पे बहुत ही हाई लेवल ऑफ कॉन्टेमिनेशंस पाई गई है of the pharmaceuticals contaminations, right? And the study finds that the pharmaceutical active compound were found in the water, which is again harmful for the human being. So the study has highlighted the need to assess a long-term impact of such contaminations on human health and ecosystem, right? So this would be severely impacting the human health and at the same time it would be also impacting our environment. So researcher ने ये monitor किया कि जो water quality है for 2 years to access the seasonal variation of emerging contaminants, especially the pharmaceutical active compounds. Now कौन-कौन से ऐसे contaminants थे जो पाए गए थे? So this is something which is also important for your prelims. So the water Kaveri were polluted by the range of emerging contaminants that include pharmaceutically active compounds, पर्सनल केयर प्रोडक्ट्स जिसमें आप जितने भी कॉस्मेटिक्स क्रीम्स आते हैं अल्ट्रावायलेट से बचने के लिए जो खास करके जितने भी यूवी रेज के क्रीम्स हैं दैट प्लास्टिक फ्लेम रेडेंट्स हेवी मेटल्स एंड पेस्टिसाइड्स. Apart from this, this underscores the need of regular monitor rivers and tributaries to the pharmaceutical contaminations. Not only river, but the tributaries of Kaveri were also found to be the contaminated with active ingredient of the pharmaceuticals. Some concerns and issues that were raised. तो जो contaminations पाई गई है particularly is a serious because of like India is the second largest pharmaceutical manufacturer in the world. और ड्रग्स कंपाउंड की बात करें when it's released to water bodies, even as the molecules जो छोटे अमाउंट में भी होते हैं they harm the human being and the ecosystem in a longer run. So we have to definitely focus on this. The government need to strategize a plan. They need to some penal provision for this because environment sustainability is very important for a longer duration. So these are the sites as per the survey. You can see the red in color is the wastewater discharge point. The green color is the fresh water intake, and the color denotes the thing, right? So you can see this location sampling sites along the river. Now moving to the second news, that is center set to allow girls in RMC and RAMC. This is something which is important for General Studies Paper 2. So what is the detail of this news? The Union government has told the Supreme Court that the girls would be allowed to be inducted not only in the National Defence Academy, but the government has increased the ambit and they have allowed राष्ट्रीय इंडियन मिलिट्री कॉलेज जो RIMC है उसके अलावा जो 5 राष्ट्रीय मिलिट्री कॉलेज है वहाँ पे भी विमेंस की एडमिशन अलाउ की जाएंगी, राइट? सो दिस इज a topic which would be again important for the women empowerment in the gender studies paper 1. So GS के paper 1 पे अगर women empowerment की बात होती है तो आप ये examples ज़रूर देंगे. This would be the must. So the center has conveyed that the agreement to induct the girls in RIMC और RIMC में this would be effective from the session 2022 और 2023 से ये effective होने की बात कही है, बट सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने फोर्स किया है कि आने वाले कुछ टाइम में ही इसी सेशंस के साथ जो अपकमिंग सेशंस हैं उनमें ही इंडक्ट किए जाए. Like the NDA, the RIMC और RIMC would have been traditionally all boys establishment. इससे पहले सिर्फ जो boys थे वो allow किए जाते थे. But after the speech of the Prime Minister during the Independence Day, he has categorically asked all the organizations to induct women where possibly they can strive for, right? So the women participation has been increased both in NDA, RMC, RIMC and other Sainik schools as well. तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्या डायरेक्टिव्स दिए हैं. द कोर्ट सेड दैट द गवर्नमेंट नीडेड ओनली टू मॉडिफाई द एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन नोटिफिकेशंस विदाउट एनी चेंजेस ऑफ द डेट. तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट की कोशिश है कि पूरे प्रोसेस को एक्सपीडिएट किया जाए एंड दे वांटेड दैट द सेशन शुड स्टार्ट एज अर्ली एज पॉसिबल एंड इट हैज ऑर्डर्ड द गवर्नमेंट टू इश्यूज advertisement within 2 days, right? So we can expect some positive results coming with regards to the admissions. But the other news, India UK to begin military exercises, something which is important for General Studies Paper 2, bilateral regional grouping and agreements. तो जो इंडिया की आर्म्ड फोर्सेज है, दे आर शेड्यूल्ड टू कैरी आउट द एक्सरसाइज विद यूके एलिजाबेथ क्वीन एलिजाबेथ कैरियर स्ट्राइकर ग्रुप और ये इस मंथ के अंत तक स्टार्ट होगी एंड इट विल हेड टूवर्ड्स द मेडन ऑपरेशन विच वॉज डिप्लॉयड इन इंडियन ओशन ऑल्सो. सो अगर डेवलपमेंट की बात करें, द सेकेंड मीटिंग ऑफ इंडिया यूके ज्वाइंट वर्किंग ग्रुप ऑन साइबर कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग was held recently through a video conferencing. We know that because of the COVID-19 and the pandemic, the protocols which has to be followed, because of the reason everything was done video conferencing. Now the things are getting easy, so this time the whatever engagement would be there would be a physical engagement. Exercise ISA Warrior, अगर बात करें exercise के, this is the 6th editions of India UK Joint Company Military Training and this would be commenced in Uttarakhand. You have to remember the place, and the Naval Exercise Defense Officers observed that it was scheduled to be held in October 3rd, right? So Chaubatia is the place in Uttarakhand where this would be held, and this is the 6th edition, right? So this some numbers would be important for you. Apart from UPSC prelims examination, this can be asked in any other competitive examination also. कुछ engagements की बात करें between India and UK. So in July, India and UK participated in 2-day bilateral PASEX exercise, जिसको PASEX के नाम से भी जाना जाता है, with the Royal Navy Carrier Strike Group. This is CSG-21, which was led by HMS Queen Elizabeth in the Bay of Bengal carrier passing through it. And the other was India and the UK that has also talked about the bilateral logistics support agreements. Now, something which is important for General Studies Paper 3, Center releases fund to the states for the GST shortfalls. So central government ने allow किया है, they have permitted that and they have taken a decision that amount of 40,000 crore rupees would be given to the states to meet the shortfall in the goods and services act compensations. तो बहुत सारे states ने बहुत ही advocately demand किया था, they have actively asked the central government to release the fund to the states, right? So the funds had been released by the finance ministry under the back-to-back loan facilities. So back-to-back loan facilities के through ये दी गई हैं. The total amount that is coming from this is 1,15,000 crore rupees. This would be given to the state in the current financial year as a compensation shortfalls. Now, इससे पहले अगर बात करें during the second wave of the COVID-19 earlier in July 2021, so इस time पे almost 75,000 crore rupees was released for the state and union territory with the legislation. और current release में the total amount in the current financial year back to back loan में जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, this would be 1.15 lakh crore rupees. And this is the additional norms that GST compensation being covered every 2 months out of the actual cess collections, right? So state are always looking forward with the center to get a cess where they can have a compensation amount, and indeed they want this durations to be increased with a number of years. Now this release is an additional normal GST compensation की बात करें, पिछले 2 महीने से जो actual cess collections हुई उसके बारे में बातें की गई है और वो दी भी जा रही है. No additional market borrowing would be done by the central government, that is envisaged in the account of release. और ये expect की जा रही है that the release would help the state in planning their public expenditures. Most of the state are being run with all this grant that is being provided to the state government, improving the health infrastructures, taking up the infrastructure projects. And all eligible states of the UTs are agreed to arrangement of funding compensation shortfall under back to loan facilities. So this is called back to back facilities. GST revenue collections की अगर बात करें, this release is an addition to the norms of GST compensation being released every 2 months out of the set collections, and no additional market borrowing would be done from the central government that is envisaged in this account release. So this is a graph that will help you understand about the figure. Although these numbers are not important, you have to just understand the chronology, the increase and decrease in the deficit, right? So you can see for the financial year 18, 19, 20, and this is the current year 2021. The blue in color indicates cess revenue, and the light in color, light blue, indicate the compensation that was paid. Now the other news, this is an editorial, Seeding a Data Revolution in Indian Agriculture, something which is important for your general studies paper 2, government policies and interventions. Also it is important for the general studies paper 3 in the agriculture sections, right? So what is important under this editorial? So I have segregated this editorial into 4 important subheads. First is the forecast, second is the idea of integrations, third would be the threat of digital disruptions, and the last is focus on farm. And the entire editorial focuses upon Indian agriculture sectors and its challenges. और आपको पता है एग्रीकल्चर एक ऐसी टॉपिक है यूपीएससी के मेंस एग्जामिनेशन में वेयर एवरी ईयर यूपीएससी टेंड टू आस्क अ क्वेश्चन. ऑल्सो दिस वुड बी important for your essay paper. So make sure you collect some of the important fodder point that will help you in the real examination. And just to tell you that we have launched Prelims Test Series 2022. This is at the affordable price, the 60 high quality tests to prepare you for the upcoming prelims examination. So do check it out, the link in the description down below, and register yourself to get to practices with the high quality of the tests. So in June this year, the 2 significant documents related to agriculture was released. The first that was released was known as Indian Digital Ecosystem on Agriculture, जिसको IDEA के नाम से भी जाना जाता है, which was released by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farm Welfare. And the second thing that was released was Indian Agriculture Ripe for Disruptions from the Private Organization. This was released by a American company, Brain and Company. Right, so there are 2 important reports that was released with regards to the Indian agriculture sector challenges and its loopholes and the way forward also. So we'll understand कि जो idea है, that is the India Digital Ecosystem for Agriculture, इसने किस तरह से जो डिजिटल रिवोल्यूशन है एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर्स में उसकी क्या प्रिडिक्शंस की है, क्या ग्रोथ है, चाहे ग्रोथ की बात की जाए, इवन वी टॉक अबाउट द इन्वेस्टमेंट, व्हाट इज देयर इन द agri logistics, off-takes, agri imports by 2025. So a future forecast has been given for coming 4 years. And Minister of Agriculture and Farm Welfare reported that creating a data on fuel growth predicted by the Brain and Company. So क्या forecast है? The Brain report is the database predictions on agriculture business scenario and predicting future trajectories in another 20 years. और रिपोर्ट ने ये कहा है कि जो आज की जो फॉरवर्ड या फिर फ्यूचर बेस्ड अप्रोच है दैट नीड टू बी प्रिडिक्ट अ ड्रास्टिक इन्वेस्टमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज इन द एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर्स. Definitely there are a lot more companies that can have a public private partnership, and this is a potential sector where the people would be looking forward for the investment. So the agriculture sector currently जो net worth है that is $370 billion is it estimated to get an additional $35 billion investment. Now the idea of integrations की अगर बात करें, as I have told you that India Digital Ecosystem for Agriculture, which is also known as IDEA, एक consultation paper है और टास्क फोर्स वर्किंग ग्रुप ने इसको कंस्टिट्यूट किया है विद द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट, विद द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर एंड फार्म वेलफेयर. और ये ब्लूप्रिंट जो है वो डिजिटल एग्रीकल्चर्स को लेकर के कि किस तरह से जो डिस्ट्रप्शंस होगी एग्रीकल्चर्स में उसमें ब्रेन ब्रेन ग्रुप की जो रिपोर्ट है वो भी है. तो वी हैव टू सी दिस रिपोर्ट इन कॉम्बिनेशंस. वन इज फ्रॉम द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर एंड अदर इज फ्रॉम द ब्रेन रिपोर्ट, राइट. So to be precise, जो idea है that is India digital ecosystem and agriculture, profound that the creation of sound enabled conditions which describe the brains report. और आइडिया के प्रिंसिपल क्या एक्सप्लिसिटली बताती है दैट कॉल फॉर ओपननेस ऑफ डेटा. डेटा की ओपननेस काफ़ी ज़्यादा ये है, एंड ओपननेस ऑफ बिजनेस टू द फार्मर इंडिकेटिंग द काइंड ऑफ इंट्रीगेशन इट्स रिक्वायर्ड. बट वी हैव सम चैलेंजेस ऑल्सो विथ रिगार्ड्स टू डिजिटल डेटा. सो व्हाट इज़ अ थ्रेट टू डिजिटल डिस्ट्रप्शंस. अगर बात करें आईटी इंडस्ट्रीज़ की या फिर आइडिया की, यहाँ पे कुछ एथिकल कंसर्न्स रेज किए गए हैं. द फर्स्ट इज रिगार्डिंग द यूनिक फार्मर आईडी. जो उनकी आईडी है, आधार बेस्ड आईडी बनाई जा रही है, तो यहाँ पे डेटा की जो मिसयूज़ है उसका बहुत ज़्यादा खतरा है. And the report has convinced demonstrated the business opportunity available in the supply chain between the APMC, that is agriculture produce market committees और मंडीज जो है उसको ध्यान में रखते हुए. However, the fact is that the majority of small and marginal farmer are not technically savvy. We know the Indian agriculture is although not that technology driven, and people using who are the part of the lead or the agriculture sectors are not that technologically savvy. सो वी हैव टू इंश्योर कि ये जो बेनिफिट्स है वो इस तरह से मिले कि उसकी खास करके जो मासेज हैं उनको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बेनिफिट हो पाए, और डिजिटल डिस्ट्रप्शन जो है उसे हमें कम करने की ज़रूरत है. ना फोकस ऑन फार्मर. जो डेटा रिवोल्यूशंस है दिस इज इनहेविटेबल. डेफिनेटली द टेक्नोलॉजी वुड ग्रो. एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में जो सोशल पॉलिटिकल कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी उसे हमें ख़त्म करने की ज़रूरत है, एंड टेक्नोलॉजी शुड बी पार्ट ऑफ द एग्री बिजनेस इन्वेस्टमेंट इम्प्रूविंग द फार्मर लाइवलीहुड. सो वी हैव टू मेक फार्मर अवेयर. वी हैव टू हैव अ स्किल डेवलपमेंट फॉर द फार्मर ऑल्सो, and there's a need to immense efforts to improve the capacity of the farmers in India. और कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग की बात करें सो मिक्स्ड अप्रोच की ज़रूरत है, वेयर इंडिविजुअल फार्मर्स विल इस्टेब्लिश अ सपोर्ट सिस्टम. एफपीओज बनाने की ज़रूरत है. जो फार्म प्रोड्यूस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है दैट शुड बी देयर. टेक्निकल सपोर्ट शुड ऑल्सो बी अवेलेबल टू द फार्मर्स, राइट. उसके अलावा जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, चाहे वो कोल्ड चेन की फैसिलिटीज़ हो, स्टोरेज की फैसिलिटीज़ हो, दैट नीड टू बी इम्प्रूव फॉर द फार्मर सो दैट they can have a huge margin of profit by storing their items. And considering the size of agriculture sector, the country is not going to be an easy task. So we know that agriculture is being a dominating sector in India, and this is inevitable that this inevitable in terms of making it more robust, making the facilities that is reaches to each and every farmer, and these facility will definitely help the farmer to double their incomes. So this was about the focus on the farmers. Now moving to the MCQ questions of the day. Before I proceed, just to tell you the answers of yesterday questions. For the first question, the correct option is C. For the second question also, the correct option is C. Today's MCQ, Making Peace with Nature report has been recently published by UNEP, IPCC, FAO and World Wide Fund for Nature. So if you know which among the following is the correct answer, do participate, write your answer in the comment section. Second, consider the statement about the vertical launch short range missile system. It is being indigenously developed by DRDO. It is capable of neutralizing aerial threat close range including the skimming targets. So what you have to do, you have to just choose the correct option and write that in the comment section down below. This was all about the daily news and editorial analysis followed by the MCQs. If you have any other concern, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching.